Three white men chase a black male. Black male found dead at a dumpster. The judge breaks all protocol, questions the hate crime statute basically being applied to them. It is insane. Put the picture up full mass. 3 white males were arrested in connection with the shooting death last week of a 39-year-old black male in Jacksonville, Florida. The victim's name has not yet been released, according to First Coast News. Ryan Nichols, 19, 18-year-old Daniel DeGuardia, and 21-year-old Holden Dodson. They all were arrested after the victim was found dead behind a garbage dumpster on the 500 block of Ashley Street in Jacksonville. The man was found dead from apparent gunshot wounds at about 6:45 a.m. This was on May 2nd. Surveillance video footage captured the 3 males chasing the victim on foot and in a vehicle. The security footage later obtained by the police showed a Jeep Grand Cherokee carrying Nichols, a DeGuardia, and Dodson parked near 100 North Julia Street before the man got out of the vehicle at approximately 2:25 a.m. All right. So then at approximately 2:45 a.m., the footage captured one of the men chasing the victim past the Jeep. The 3 men got back into the Jeep a few moments later and drove away. Subsequent footage captured the men driving down streets nearby, seemingly looking for the victim still, who is seen at approximately 2:50 a.m. on Clay Street and running north from the Jeep. He's still running. One of the men got out and chased the man, who is later seen trying to hide behind the garbage dumpster. He is trying to save himself. There's more. The police report is redacted and did not indicate the shooting. Dodson later reported his 9mm Glock missing. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office found several 9mm shell casings at the scene of the crime, along with a loaded extended magazine, which was found next to the victim. They also found evidence that the garbage dumpster had been hit by a vehicle. Once again, more evidence. Additional video, more video from a 7-Eleven on Julia Street caught the Jeep's license plate, which had the words 9/11/2001, we will never forget, and an American flag. The Jeep reportedly belongs to DeGuardia's mother. After Nichols and Dodson were identified, arrest warrants were issued, they were arrested. So here's the kicker. They get arrested, all right? The rule is the state can decide to enhance the charge, all right? This is typically how you do a hate crime charge. You enhance an original charge. So Circuit Court Judge Kim Sattler, okay? Judge Sattler told 2 of the defendants, DeGuardia and Dodson, that their charges could be upgraded to hate crimes when they appeared in court Thursday. It's unclear why the judge did not say the same for Nichols. All right, so DeGuardia's bail was set at more than $500,000. Dodson's was just over $200,000. The judge did not grant Nichols bond at all. Judge Sattler then told the News that the state would decide if hate crime charges would be brought. I'm not the state, it's up to them, of course, what charges they bring, said Sattler. But it was just a bunch of white guys chasing the black guy. I don't see any reason for it. End quote from the judge. Have you ever in your life heard a judge make a ruling in an interview? Ever? I mean, at this point, you're talking about, this is really pre-investigation stage. They have not even reached exhaustive investigation stage yet. The judge is already making a call here that this is not a hate crime without any evidence whatsoever, one way or the other. Why? Because evidence has not been presented. And when it is, it won't be presented to the judge in that format, okay? That was a bond hearing. You don't weigh all evidence in a bond hearing. You say some things about the background, evidence you may have, circumstantial, etc. But this judge has come out and said, just white guys chase the black guy. What's wrong with that? How is that racial? How is that a hate crime? Okay, all right. I have never seen a judge step out of line like this in order to defend people who she believes also killed another human being. David, thoughts?
This one is sort of a shocker. This sounds like a judge who wants to hear her own voice. I mean, and is so enamored with herself. Because again, I mean, even if a judge has certain suspicions about what may or may not have happened, the proper role of the judge is to say, let's just let's see how the evidence plays out. These are the charges now. The charges can always be upgraded. We'll see where the prosecution comes in, where the defense comes in. Let's see what the evidence shows. But for the judge to make a judgment already and to already be saying, well, I don't see what the problem is here. I mean, that's absurd. I mean, I think those are grounds in some sense for the judge to be impeached or for a formal complaint to be filed against her. I mean, you don't have to look at somebody hanging from a tree to say, well, that couldn't be a lynching, even though there was a white mob that was chasing that black man. I mean, things just sort of, it's insanity. It's insanity for someone to sort of say these sort of claims, make these statements and say, oh no, maybe it was just a domestic dispute. Well, maybe it was, but let's wait and see where the evidence comes in.
That's right. And that's the issue. No evidence, but she basically makes a ruling and steps completely out of her role as a judge in this matter.